Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Young Tiny World. Now, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm not really used to making a review whilst I'm sitting back relaxing and talking to you. Usually my voice is just over the top and I'm screaming out in the streets because I want people to I don't know, hear me. But today this review is just going to be about iCarly. This is a perfect beginning, actually, because usually I'm out in the streets screaming on the top of my voice and saying what I think about every character. I used to think that I needed to walk in order to say smart stuff, but I guess I don't really need to. So we're going to be talking about iCarly. Now, in case some of you don't know, but if you've been around social media that much, you would know that they actually revamped iCarly. I guess they were trying to pick up where they left off. They have the they almost have the entire cast, plus some new ones. I think Miranda Cosgrove is she's still there. She's the main character. iCarly would not be iCarly without her. Freddie's also there. I don't really remember his name. But I remember all the girls. I mean, Jeanette McCurdy, who's Sam, she is not in it, which is kind of bumps me out because her chaotic and angry nature was kind of one of the reasons why I liked it so much in the beginning. So I guess I had mixed feelings about what to expect about this new iCarly that came out in 2021. And well, I watched the first episode and I decided to just give a hint about it. And since I've been doing this for TV series and movies, this is nothing new. I would just like to say that it's definitely it's not great. Okay, it's probably terrible. It cringes you in a certain way. Not saying it's entirely bad. Just so you know, this is just the first episode. I'm sure as time goes on, they learn from their mistakes and they get better. And from what I've seen, they've got like 3 seasons, so there is always a room for improvement. But as they always say, first impression counts. And the very first episode carries your first impression. And maybe they were trying too hard on some jokes and they were trying to be so modern with some jokes. Like, for instance, there were jokes about non-binary and gender-related kind of humor that didn't really hit. It kind of seems like it was a long shot for people to get. And maybe unless you think about it so much before it becomes slightly humorous to you, but not one that would leave you jaw dropping on the ground or just trying to gasp for breath. Okay, it's kind of like sitcom humor, but very light sitcom humor. And trust me, I love sitcom. Like, in order for me to actually quantify that, I think the laughing track is an incredible thing that I never want out of sitcoms because it kind of reminds me that I need to laugh about something, which sometimes can help, especially if you don't really know much about American humor. And when they make humor about celebrities or they make humor about music or they make humor about pop culture, you're not always going to get it, okay? Especially if you're a foreigner like me, the laughing track kind of like makes you understand what they consider as funny and what isn't. Because sometimes I could laugh and it's inappropriate because I was laughing at something that they really took seriously. Like if I say that somebody's made of humor and they were talking about 9/11, I'm obviously gonna get a lot of hate if I found it funny, you know? So it's kind of better if you know the limitations to what is and what isn't funny. So yeah, I think the laughing track is great, but enough with the history and what I think about laughing tracks. iCarly, first episode, not a big fan. Okay, the fact that I found out that Jeanette McCurdy was not going to be a part of this really stopped me. It really bumped me out. I may have to Google and find out what exactly happened as to why she wasn't willing to jump back into the fray. But considering the number of recent comments I heard about her and Dan Snyder, I think that she wouldn't want to go back to the hellhole, which is Nickelodeon. Once you've been able to spread your wings and fly, maybe it's not a great idea to come back to the nest that almost tried to kill you. or should I say rape you. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Anyways, yes, I mean, it started off great. Everyone's a little older, and I do not like the way they handled the Freddy character. Freddie, I mean, Freddie's lively. He's always had a crush on Carly. We all know that. But we also know that he's a genius. And to have a genius have two divorces and one stepdaughter does not make me feel like it's fire. It just feels like they've decided to just really destroy his character. And I don't know who's in the studio, but someone in there hates Freddie's character because they wouldn't make him eternally love with someone who does not love him back. They put him into two marriages and have him divorced. I don't know, man. They just hate him. They probably hate him. They maybe hate him in real life. Who knows? Anyways, I also didn't feel the vibe about the stepdaughter thing. I don't know what exactly made them go for that. It seems like a little too much out of place because they look like brother and sister, honestly. And to be honest, Freddie looks a little too young to be a stepdad, much less a husband, much less anything that has to do with a relationship. He still looks like a teenager who's got a stubble. It's hideous. What are they doing with his face? They should shave it off, please. Spencer looked better than Freddie, and usually it was the other way around, so you can see how fucked up that is. Anyways, yeah, I mean, not a fan, but I still am gonna have to watch it in order for me to give an entire review about the entire season one of iCarly. And maybe hopefully it's gonna be better because the first one was not doing it for me. I mean, also a little bit unrealistic, but maybe it's because I'm not famous. Because when I go to stream, when I go to stream, this is a completely different reaction that I'm getting. It's like zero, one, two, three, not zero again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, and seven, six, three, two, one, zero, 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 for probably like the entire hour. It doesn't even matter if you like shout on top of your voice, do some run around naked, man. That shit ain't gonna help you out, man. So sometimes it just really gets you down and upset. But ideally, I didn't like it. I didn't love it. Okay, most of the humor was forced, and I did not really resonate with any of their characters, even when they were doing that whole iCarly, you know, the webcam show they have within that show. I hated it because of what they were trying to use Spencer for. I mean, I feel like not only was that humor forced, but it was cringe. It makes you want to die inside. It makes you want to die entirely. Because you've seen that shit is not good for your health. If my grandfather was living and he had a heart monitor or he had one of those things that keeps his heart pumping, it would stop if he saw that scene because I don't know. I just didn't love it. I so yeah, that's just my 2 cents about it. It's no big deal. If you guys don't like it, let me know down in the comments. And you let me know what other TV series I can plague my mind with. Because obviously the good ones are out there. But we don't want the good ones. I mean, like everyone hypes up the great TV series, but some of them they're in the dark. They're not bad, but they don't have enough publicity. Maybe this is a way for us to reanalyze all of them, give them a chance in the spotlight. Because as you know, sometimes the greatest TV shows are not there. They're not shown on Netflix. They're not featured. You don't instantly see them when you go online. And it doesn't mean that they're bad, it just means that they don't know anyone in Hollywood who's wishing or who's willing to pull their product into the spotlight. So it becomes hard for them to publicize stuff like that. So it's really incredible. It's really incredible. But that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys have a great day and you take care of yourself. Loves and kisses from the Young Titan family, which is myself and a lot more who will be revealed eventually. Thank you, and you guys have a wonderful day, Young Titan. And thanks for watching. Oh yes, and like and subscribe for more. If you reached to this end, of the episode, I feel like you must be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, what the fuck you? Wait. Okay, maybe that was a little bit harsh, but you have to understand. If you subscribe, some lucky bloke out there is going to get paid. That lucky bloke could be me, but who's counting, you know? It's not like your life depended on it. If you don't subscribe, it's not like you're going to die if you also don't subscribe. I know where you don't live. You definitely don't live in Massachusetts, do you? Do you? Okay, fine, I'm just gonna leave. Take care. Young Tie now.